Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. All that being said, now onto your mid-month Psychic Tarot update, and I'm starting with the sign of Aries. Aries, the first card you have for this mid-month of November is the Eight of Rods. And this is a card that can symbolize news coming to you swiftly through any kind of channel. Email, text messages, phone calls, letters. This could also be long-distance travel or the arrows of love. You're going to find out some things that are coming up. For some of you, it could be predicaments. You could be finding out like some things coming up that, you know, you may feel like, ugh, I don't want to deal with it. It could be things going on out in the world. You know, there's predicaments going on for sure. It could be involving, you know, like I said, world events, but this could even be in your own personal life as well. Some of you may be like really trying to figure out which way to go in a particular direction, and it could even involve travel. You may be like, I need to get out of here. Where do I go? Which way do I go? So there could be things happening in your area that, you know, you're like, I don't want to be here. I think I need to get out of this area. Where should I go? But it could also be in another sense, like I have time off. I want to take a vacation. Where should I go? You may be listening to people. Could be on the internet. Could be on YouTube or some other video platform. That could even be on TV, listening to the news, and whatever you're listening to could be making you nervous. So you could be hearing news and information that's, you know, going on out in the world that is, you know, disturbing or making you nervous for some of you. You may also get some news and information about family circumstances and situations. So for some of you, this could be family news. And this could cause you to feel like, I need to make some kind of step, move, or decision. It could be good news for some of you, but for some of you, it could be a potential crisis. Kind of like what I said in the very, very first sentence of my reading on this. So it could be like something problematic that could be pending. You could hear about something like that. It could be related to family. Now, the card you have with it is the Knight of Cups, and this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you. If you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's a water sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries. There could be things going on with this water sign person. They could be going off the rails about something. Or something in their life could be derailed or like sort of turned upside down or discombobulated. You may feel like you want to step in. You may feel like you want to help them out. You may feel like you want to help them figure something out. I also get, for some of you, this Knight of Cups person, this water sign person, may be trying to prove themselves to you, show you what they're made of, show you what they can do. This could be one of your kids trying to say, hey, look how far I've come, look what I've achieved, look what I can do. This could be an employee to you. Hey, look at what a great job I'm doing. I'm proving myself as a good employee. It could be somebody else. It could be a love partner that's a water sign person that is like, hey, do you see, like, I'm a good partner for you. Look at what good things I'm doing or how much I care. It could even be in that regard. There could be some things that are going down in this water sign's life. That could be like a storm. And they may be having to try to figure out the next step of what they're going to do. Maybe they got fired. Or maybe they broke up, their partner, and if it's not related to you, if they're not you, or meaning not a love partner to you, but like one of your kids, or a grandkid, or one of your siblings, maybe their marriage is breaking up. Like they could be getting fired. Their relationship could be breaking up with somebody, or some other storm, as my guides say, could be going on with them. And they may be, and it could be an internal storm, like upset, mental depression, or emotional depression, or whatever you want to say. And they may be trying to figure out, trying to figure out the next step of what they're going to do. So remember, like I say in the beginning of the readings, I don't just say it to say it or to get you to watch the video longer. Your rising sign and your moon sign and your cusp sign, if you're born on the cusp sign, on the cusp of your sign, may really be giving you more insight, more information. If you know your rising sign and moon sign, I'd watch all three. Or even if you just know two, your sun sign and your moon sign. Because you're not like, you could have all your information come to you from your sun sign, but many people find some months their moon sign is talking to them clearly. I had that happen to me recently. I don't usually pay attention to my moon sign. And I went back, I had to listen to it for other reasons. And it was weird because then I listened to an eclipse reading I did. And in both my moon signs, I was saying the same things, like for November and for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. For my moon sign, a lot of the things were the same. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. Because I don't go back and listen to them. I record too many readings. I don't remember what I say in this one and that one. There's 12 signs. I do Vimeo readings. I do YouTube readings. So it was a real eye-opener for me. So really do pay attention. If you know your moon sign, you really might want to watch it. Especially if you're a woman. You know, a lot of times women resonate with the moon. So I hope those messages were of help to you, Aries. Now on to the sign of Taurus. Hi, Taurus. The first card you have here is the moon. And this is secrecy and deception in romance. It could be secrecy by itself. It could be romance by itself. It could indicate your own psychic ability and intuition is increasing in this mid-month of November. This could also be showing you that there could be something that is kind of like an illusion going on around you right now in the mid-month of November. Some of you may feel very confused about a love relationship. Or there's an aspect of some confusion that you feel you want to clear the air or discuss or talk with your love partner in November. It could be somebody else. If it's not a love partner to you, it could be, you know, a close friend or a family member, and you may feel like you want to clear the air, or you feel like important conversations or discussions need to be had between the two of you. You may feel a little upset because I hear upset about how you feel. So maybe, this person you want to have a serious conversation with and clear the air. Maybe you're upset about something they said or did, or maybe that you said or did. You may even feel like you want to have it both ways, but you may feel like you need to choose. Because sometimes in life you can't have things both ways. You have to choose one or the other, and I get that for some of you Tauruses. So, what is it you have to choose, Taurus? I can't tell you that in a general reading. It could be maybe between two jobs or two loves or two careers. And you may find that everything that was once easy has become complicated, and things that were once complicated have become easy. This could be work you do, it could be relationships. You could be upset with your partner or with someone, a friend or a sibling or a parent, that something they have said to you that's upset you. And you're like, I don't like the way this is making me feel. I'm upset. It could even be an outside person said something to you and you want to discuss this with your friend, your parent, your sibling, your love partner. It could be somebody else maybe upset you and you want to, run it by your friend or run it by your love partner to see, like, what do they say about it? What do they think? So the card you have with it is the Empress, and this is a maternal figure that is either deceased or in the living. That's watching you, guiding you, looking after you. The Empress can also be indicating the birth of a child, or a business project, plan, or a birth of an idea. It could also be you. You could be the Empress here in your reading. I feel like you're going through an emotional transformation. I get ups and downs, but I get emotional transformation. It's like you feel like you must be clear about your feelings and how you express them somewhere. Could be to your boss even, could be to your spouse, could be to, one of your kids or your siblings. You may even feel like your position is being threatened. Now, this could be your position in the family. Maybe you feel like, your position is getting threatened in your family somehow. It could be at work. Maybe you feel like, hey, there's somebody barking up my tree. They're trying to, push me out or get me to quit or want to get my job or whatever. So whatever position means to you, it comes up that some of you Tauruses feel threatened about your position. So you have to see how that makes sense to you. And you may be second guessing yourself too much, Taurus, and this could be causing self-doubt, insecurities, and wonky feelings of uncertainty and wonky decisions. Like you may feel like, if you're normally like pretty decisive, pretty solid on your decisions, pretty steadfast on what you want to do, you could feel very uncertain about what you want to do. You may be second guessing your decisions. You may be feeling a little insecure. You may feel like discombobulated, like, am I going to make the right decisions? This kind of energy comes up for you. So I hope you figure it out, Taurus. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, as I've said for Aries, I'm going to repeat it for you. Please watch your rising sign, sun sign, and moon sign. And if you only know, some people only know their rising sign and their sun sign. Some people only know their moon sign and their sun sign. I would watch them both, because there's going to be messages for you, even if it's only one. There will be a message for you coming at you, or maybe multiple, in your, your sun, moon, rising sign. So have a great rest of November. Now onto the sign of Gemini. Hey Gemini, so the first card you have is Knight of Rods, and the Knight of Rods is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a fire sign. You could have somebody that wants to like take you away from something that you're doing or involved in. There could be somebody that's like interested in you. Maybe you're married and this is somebody that's like, I want to date you or get together with you. I want to take you away from your, you know, your significant other. It could be somebody that is like, man, you do a fantastic job. I want to steal you away from the company where you work or business you work, and I want to get you at my company. It's that kind of energy. So this could be a fire sign person that's like looking at you like they want to take you away. They want you for themselves. It's either work or love relationship, or maybe in some other capacity. You may feel like they're a little arrogant, the Knight of Rods. You may feel like they put on a bit of a show. You may feel like they're too much of a salesman or something along those lines. This could also be somebody that's very domineering and controlling, and they want to get you to do something they really want to get you to do. So this could be a boss. Could be a spouse or like a love partner, but it really feels like a boss or a parent. You could come to some kind of an agreement with this fire sign person to do something on the side for them or part-time. So this could even be somebody that you do like, you know, like Christmas holidays are coming up here in the United States and all over the world, right? People that celebrate it. And, you know, it's been a tradition for years that people hire holiday help. So maybe you're going to go work for a company to help them through the holidays. You could, or, you know, it could be a part-time gig, or a short-term endeavor. Could happen with you and the Knight of Rods. So the card that you have with it is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is money coming to you through family channels. This could be receiving an inheritance. This could be a gift of cash. This could also be you and your partner working together to build up a good financial foundation for your family. It could also indicate winning money. I do see you having an increase to your income. If you're a working Gemini, or if you have investments in the stock market, I feel like more money is coming to you somehow. And you could really be reaping the benefits, the financial rewards of something that you engineered a while ago. It could be a business you started, a company you started. It could have been like, or something that you created or that you made that you like put out there into the world in some manner is now starting to generate money. And I feel like you're going to find a way to parlay this financial gain. So when you get this, it's not like, bam, here's the lump of money and that's it. You make that money work for you. What are you going to invest it in? I don't know. Could be, if you have a business, you could be putting it back into the business. It could be investing in property. And then you're going to rent the property out to other people. It could be, you know, a variety of things. But I see you doing something in that nature. Like, you know, this money isn't going to just sit there and gain minuscule interest in a savings account or a CD. You're going to do something where this money generates more money for you. You might even get other people on board if you're involved in housing, where you want to buy houses and flip them, or you want to buy a vacation home and you get your family members to like jump in on the deal, and then you all take turns, you know, like, oh, you're this month, you're there. Okay, this month we're here. This next month you're there. And then when we're not using it, we're renting it out and we're making money off of it. Like that kind of thing also comes up here. Or if it's not property, it could be some kind of business that you could be getting, like investors, backers. These are likely people you know. It could be family members or friends or a combination. So I hope those messages were of help to you, Geminis. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. This may be you. You have the King of Cups here, water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Very likely could be you, but it could be another water sign person in your life. You may feel like, I have to start to make things happen in my life. You may feel like, I got to get things going. I can't, you know, wait around for the grass to grow. Who said that? Was that in Lord of the Rings? I don't know, but I heard something say that. You may feel like there's too much lag time, like you've waited too long for something to come through or to happen. If you have a job or a business or a company or whatever in that regard, you could show people like you're the boss, you're in control. Or if you work for somebody else, you could be like, hey, look, I should be getting a promotion. I should be in charge of this department. I should be the manager, the supervisor, the CEO, the lead person, because look at what I know how to do. Look at what I know how to rally people to do the work, and look how good I am at managing and scheduling and supervising and all of that. So for some of you, you may be like really showing people like you're a force to be reckoned with. And your life may start to become very open-ended, my guides said. They're saying you could start to create something. And what you're creating could be like, have a lot of longevity to it. You could start creating something and turn a hobby or a craft into a business or a cottage industry. Maybe you're good at doing particular things. It doesn't have to be art or writing or music or painting. It could be, maybe you're a good bookkeeper, a good accountant, or something along those lines. And you may think, you know what, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to start doing people's taxes. Or I'm really good at this, so I'm going to, you know, and I have my degree in this or that, but I may take a few more courses, and then I'm going to open a business and I'm going to do, you know, whatever. Maybe you're deciding to be a realtor or something else, but I feel like you could turn some craft, interest, or specialty or talent into a open-ended career or business that could go on for quite a while. The next card you have in this reading is the Five of Swords, Cancer. And the Five of Swords is a card that symbolizes standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, standing up against any gossipers, naysayers, or detractors. And if there's any battles or fights, you're likely to win. Yeah, again, I get you're showing people you are a force to be reckoned with. And you could be showing bosses this, or you could be showing the bosses that you need to be a boss or higher up. This could even apply in family situations, like if there needs to be like a family leader, you know, the matriarch or patriarch of the family. You may be trying to show your siblings or, you know, other family members, like, look, I should be the one that's like the leader of the pack. You could go round and round with somebody that double talked you or has driven you crazy in some way, or has been maybe even divisive and two-faced with you. You may have some kind of words with them, altercation with them. That could come up in the middle of November, or maybe even going out further than that into December. And anywhere that you show up where there's disarray or calamity, you are going to improve this situation and make it better. So like, let's say you work at a company and there's a particular department that is a mess. It's not working right, it's disjointed, things aren't flowing properly. They take you and stick you in that department, you're going to get it ship-shape in no time. That could also be in a club, group, or organization you belong to. If it's like out of whack and people are, you know, like there's no direction, or the vision of what the club, group, or organization was trying to do has been derailed or off track. If you step in there and say, hey, you know what, I think I could like help fix this situation or turn it around. If people listen to you, see, here's the crux of the problem. People that could say, yeah, do it, or no, don't, they need to listen to you. And if they do, and they put you in that position, you are going to be the one that's going to straighten things out and turn things around. Wherever there's a mess or calamity, either in your family or in a club, group, or organization, or at a job or work or business, you are going to be the one that can prove yourself, turn things around, be the mover and the shaker, and most of all, the one that's going to like smooth things over, get things organized, get it straightened out, and get it moving. So you have to think about that, Cancer. That was a lot to digest. You may want to draw the little line back on the video and listen to it again. So I hope this reading was of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. I don't know why I'm so curious to see what the High Priestess is going to be for you, but as soon as it came out when I was shuffling for you, I'm like, I wonder why they got the High Priestess, which doesn't usually affect me like that, so we got to see. High Priestess is somebody that can mean you're the High Priestess. This could be your own psychic ability, and your own intuition could be like accentuated and really amped up right now. The High Priestess can also indicate that the one that knows but does not speak, like keeping secrets, things that are hidden. You could be hiding something and being secretive about something. Somebody else could be doing it. There could be some jealousy that's going on among family members in your life, or it could be at a place of employment that you own or where you work. And you may feel like, I got to get to the bottom of this. I got to get to the bottom of this calamity of why people are so bitter. If it's not jealousy, it could be like bitterness, angry and bitter behavior. You could be going around and round in circles with employees, co-workers, or family members, or all of the above in the middle of November. It's almost like you're in the thick of it, like, and things are not sorted out. They're not sorted out yet, or they need to get sorted out. You could have some people that could be kind of keeping secret about what they think or feel about you. You may think you know what they think or feel about you, but they may be like, or maybe you intuitively know, but they may not be expressing it and keeping it to themselves. There could also be documents and paperwork or important papers that you need to really look over, read, pay attention to in the month of November. It could be contracts. It could be contracts, bills of sale, any type of anything that's getting negotiated or has it could be wills and other kinds of documents, divorce papers, settlement, legal settlement papers, sales of buying property or a home. It could even be contracts with employees or with bosses. So the card you have with it is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you. If you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's an air sign. I feel that you're going to be put in a position where you have to decide whether you're going to believe what this air sign person is telling you. And you're not really sure whether you believe it or not. Remember, this could be their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign of an air sign. And they're trying to get you to believe something that you feel what they've said or done, or they feel what they've said or done was forbidden, something they shouldn't have done. That may be one of the things that's, they may be trying to keep it secret or hidden from you. So I go back to the High Priestess card. You could go round and round with this air sign person a bit. And they may be going out of their way to really cover their tracks. They could be one of the ones that are jealous. I feel like you're going to be a little annoyed and put off about this air sign person. They don't want you to look too deeply into something. Maybe they're the ones that did something wonky or weird with, maybe that's why there's documents, legal papers, you know, maybe that's connected to them, because there is something that they don't want you to look too deeply at. If you don't get to the bottom of it now, you're going to get to the bottom of it within the next 7 months or up to a year. Some of you are going to get to the bottom of it now. Some of you are going to get to the bottom of it in 7 months. Some of you will get to the bottom of it and the truth of the whole situation in a year. So you got, this is kind of a thinker, Leo. I'm telling you, I don't know. That High Priestess came up and I'm like, why did the High Priestess come up? And I never have that reaction to that card, ever. So I don't know. Pay attention to your reading. That's a sign to me that you need to listen. So if you're a Leo sun, Leo rising, or Leo moon, I highly recommend you pay attention to this and watch your rising sign, sun sign, and moon sign. Maybe more information will come up in this mid-month. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Hey Virgo, first card you have is Two of Swords. This is a block, a stop, or a stalemate. You could also be being protective of yourself. There could be some information that is unknown to you. So something could be blocked, stopped, or a stalemate. You could be protecting yourself in some way. You could also be having to make a decision, or it could be difficult for you to make a decision right now. I feel like you're climbing the ladder of success. And as weird as this is going to sound, I feel at some point you're not sure what to do with it. So this ladder of success you've been climbing, that could have been going on for a while. Doesn't mean you're just climbing the ladder of success in November. You may have been doing it, but for some reason, in the middle of November, and maybe even already prior to the mid-month, and maybe after the mid-month of November, you're questioning it like, well, okay, this is good. I'm climbing the ladder of success. Now what do I do with it? You may not be sure you want to keep going on the path you're on, or you may have some kind of question about the path or place you work or business you own or the career choice you've made. You may be like questioning it for some reason. And you may feel like, oh, I feel like I'm doing the right thing 1 minute and then questioning it the next. Now, maybe it's not happening that fast. Maybe like, oh, a couple of weeks. Like, I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right thing. And then you have a week or a few days where you're like, is this the right thing for me to do? Should I be changing my career or my job or my position to do something else? If you're not working and you're retired, this could be involving how and where you invest your money or your living space. I feel like you may go visit somebody, they could be at a distance, for advice. And you may want to be clear in your decisions and your convictions, but at this point, right now, you may not be clear. You may be also trying to learn how to trust the process, but you may feel like the process is burdensome, or there's a lot of hindrances, or they just seem to take too long. So I feel like there's a little bit of internal struggle or discord in you. The next card you have with it is the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of expanding your work, expanding your business, expanding your work, expanding your business, gaining financial gain. You could be getting promoted. You could have more work to do. I feel in some way you're learning new techniques, new methods, new skills maybe even in the whole month of November, not just in the middle of November. You may feel like you're putting out a good product or you're putting out good work. You may feel like you deserve more money. You could be getting a raise. You could be asking your boss for a raise and a promotion. If they're not giving it to you, you could be asking for it. You're learning good negotiating skills. You're also learning about money, finances, and investing. It's like you want to make the most of this time because there's part of you that doesn't want to slip down into a feeling or sense of complacency where you could get too comfortable or complacent, and then you might be like, uh-oh, I need to, hurry up or amp it up or ramp up what I'm doing. I can't. So you may feel like there is some sort of sense of urgency, like time is of the essence. I got to make more money now. I need the promotion now. I got to, I need my investments to pay off for me now. Like these are some of the feelings you could be experiencing right now in the mid-month of November. You may be also talking to higher-ups about other jobs, positions, and employment opportunities. Some of you may be doing that. Like maybe you're in a particular department and you're like, okay, I'm good with this, but what are my other options? Can I work in a different department? Or, if I don't want to stick with this job, but I don't want to leave the company, what other options do I have that I could go for? That might be more appealing to you, might give you better schedule, better hours, more money, maybe not necessarily all at once, but it could work out for you better in a more lucrative sense. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense, Virgo. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hey, I just wanted to drop in here and let you know it's that time of year again. If you want to get your psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2024 in a 10-card Celtic Cross tarot spread, you might want to check them out. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com and go to the videos page, and there you will see these New Year's readings. I haven't done the 10-card Celtic Cross tarot spread for quite a few years. It was extremely popular, and if you're able to get your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, that's going to give you a lot of psychic predictions and messages for the entire year. That would be 30 cards with psychic predictions and messages. So if you find my readings to be accurate here for you on YouTube, and if you like my other Vimeo videos, or even if you haven't tried them out yet, I recommend this would be the series to get. So I hope you'll decide to check them out. Hi Libra, the first card you have is Three of Cups, and this is three sisters, three females, three friends, help from friends, parties, gatherings, celebrations. You could be throwing the party, you could be attending the party. This could also be a celebratory conclusion to something that's been going on in your life. I do feel like you are going to actually a party and meeting friends and meeting people. And it's definitely feels like a social event. Some of you may not be going to it till May or June, but you're hearing about it now. So it could be a wedding, or it could be some other big special event. Some of you may be going to it now or sooner. You know, Thanksgiving is in the United States is this month of November. So it could be a Thanksgiving Day celebration, or it could be something else. But I feel for some of you, it's not going to occur. If it doesn't happen this month, I feel like it's going to happen in May or June. If it's not like a big gathering, you could be talking to people that you haven't talked to in a while and catching up with them. It could be like, you know, just a few people, like three people in the card. It could be like a small gathering, a small get-together. Some of you may be even going to like a class reunion of some sort. And you may feel like you're really interested in going and jumping into it. Maybe because, you know what, not only because maybe do you want to see these people, you may feel bored with things that are going on, because I get you like jumping into it, like you want to jump into this social gathering or situation. And you also may be feeling like you want to get yourself up and ready and get going, because some of you may want to travel. You may feel like we need to take a trip, or I want to take a trip and get away. Could be a strong theme for some of you Libras. Now, the card you have with it is the Hermit. And the Hermit is a card that could symbolize your spirit guides lighting the way, showing you the path to go. It could also be, and like spiritual guidance. It could also be, you could be the Hermit, where you're taking a step back, getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward, but you could still be guided by your spirit guides. You may find that some of you could be delving into esoteric and spiritual subjects in November, or they could be starting to have a lot of appeal to you. It could even be like the occult, like psychic readings, tarot readings, crystal ball, palmistry, either learning how to do them yourself or getting readings from people that do those things. If you have been struggling with religion or spirituality, you may be finding a path that fits your needs more, that you can relate to, more than whatever religion or spiritual practices or beliefs that you were tuned into before. You may feel like I need to go down this spiritual path because it fits my ideology. It resonates with me now, more than whatever you were doing before. You may even feel like you want to keep to yourself more in some regards too. Like publicly, there may be certain things that you want to keep to yourself and that you don't want to share with others. So you've got like a dichotomy here. One hand, you feel bored. You want to get together with old friends. It could be a small group, or it could be a class reunion, or it could be some other kind of party or event that could take place now, or it could take place in June or May or June. But on the other hand, I get you not wanting to, like, either feeling like you want to sequester yourself away, but it could also be certain things you don't want other people to know about. So it may not be that you don't want to socialize with other people. There just may be some certain things that you don't want to share. You may be wanting to keep them secret or keep them to yourself, not share them with others. So you got a little bit of a mixed bag here in your reading. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio, and the first card you have is Six of Rods. And Six of Rods is victory after a battle. So it's being victorious in some way. You're going to have a lot of pride and accomplishments in your work or something you've been working on or developing, and it takes you or moves you up to the next level. And you're going to feel happy because some of you, something you worked on or did is finally getting noticed or getting the recognition it deserves. Or you personally are getting the recognition you deserve. And if you're taking any kind of training, education, learning, classes, you're becoming more astute in whatever you're studying or learning. And this may enable you to go out and share something with the world that you have been working on, studying and learning. You may start sharing these talents, skills, and knowledge that you've been working on developing. You may, be doing it in a business or a job you have, or starting your own business, or sharing it on the internet. Maybe you're going to start a YouTube channel. I don't know how you're going to share it with the world, but I do feel like you will be sharing this talent, skills, and knowledge with others. You may have to complete certain papers, reports, or projects in the middle of November, or going on maybe even till into December. If there's an application you had to apply for, or a job you applied for, or a club, group, or organization you applied for, and it's something you have to get accepted, or a school, I feel you're going to, or a training program, I feel like you're going to get accepted. You get accepted. Some of you could be making some kind of big move in a relationship between now and like the middle of January. So you could be making a marriage proposal or asking somebody to move in with you. Or, if you're dating somebody, you may want to make the relationship more serious, take it up to another level. So the card you have with it is the Four of Pentacles, which I find odd together. But you never know what my guides are going to say, so you don't know. So the Four of Pentacles is the miser card, holding on protectively to things of value. It could be money. It could also even be emotions or other things of value besides money. This card can also indicate financial success coming into the future, in your future. So you could be very prudent with your money and finances right now, or other things of value. I feel like you're like willing to wait because you know good things are coming to you. And I feel you know it's coming to you financially speaking. So you may know you're going to get a raise, you may know you're going to get a promotion, or you may know that whatever training or studies you're going through or learning is in the long run going to get you more money at your job. Like it could help you move up financially speaking. You could start building up money that you want to, or build up a foundation or a charity and building up money because you want to donate it to some type of charity or foundation, or you could be the one starting the charity or foundation. And I feel like you need to make more money for certain goals and dreams and things that you want to do. So I feel like you're very highly motivated to put forth your energy and your efforts into your work or business, or, you know, products or services you sell or offer, because there's certain things that you have planned. There's certain things that you want to do, and you need that money to be able to do it. Maybe you want to buy a new house, or maybe you want to travel, or, you know, something else, start a business, and that takes money. So you may be very driven by your goals. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. So the first card you have is the Five of Rods, and this is an internal struggle going on inside of you. Or it could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, or any clubs, groups, or organizations that you deal with or are part of. You could be part of some kind of infighting or bickering. It could be going on within your family. But for some of you, it could be, you know, at your job. This could be like coworkers, employees, could be like there could be infighting. There could be people feeling like they don't trust each other, or like if you're either with me or you're against me. You're either on my side, you know, or, you know, you're not. Like, I don't feel there's no compromising going on here. Now, this could also have to do with world events, right? Because there are people that like on opposite sides. I mean, it's happening in a couple places in the world right now. Because there could be a lot of infighting and disputing everything. And I'm going to tell you right now, it could be happening in your family, or in a club, group, or organization you belong to, or it could be happening at work where people are at odds, taking sides about what's going on in the world. This could be political parties. This could be boundaries between countries, you know, and so that could, even if you don't live in those regions, this could be disputing at a business you own, a company you work for. It could be within your family, or it could be within some kind of church you belong to, or club, group, or organization that you are part of. Could be like the fights that are happening elsewhere could be happening in your own personal life among people who are like, they believe in this side, the other people believe in that side. This could be going on for you. I feel like you may have certain beliefs. I'm not saying you're neutral, because I kind of see you taking aim at the other side. But ultimately, I don't feel like you get too invested in it and you try to be, keep the peace and be the peacemaker. You may be watching institutions fall apart. So any church you belong to, club, group, or organization could be falling apart over disagreements. This could be happening in a family. It could be in a company you work for where like there's too much infighting, too much side taking. And again, like I said, it could be going on out in the world and it's spilling out into like people being at odds where you work or where you go to school. And here you have the death card with it, which is transformation. Something ending so something new can begin. I feel like this is the death of structures. You're watching these things fall away. So where is this structure falling away? Is it what I've already discussed in the political scene? Is it political parties? Is it the political scene structures falling away? Is it at the job where you work? Is it, you know, you got to ask yourself. But you're watching certain structures fall away here. It's like you can't be on the same page here. So something has to change and be taken to a different level. Like what used to be cohesive and what used to be peaceful is not. Again, Sagittarius, you have to stop and ask yourself, where are you seeing this happen? Is it happening in your family? Is it happening at your job? Is it happening in a church you belong to or some other club, group, or organization or institution? Like if you go to a college, a university, or if you teach at a school. I feel like something is never going to be the same again. It may cause something to get divided into groups or teams. It's going to cause something to get divided. Yeah, this whole thing with the Five of Rods card causes a lot of, it ultimately causes division. And you may have to come to the understanding that like it's almost out of your hands. Like there's nothing you're really going to be able to do about it. And I don't like to be a fatalist or a defeatist here, but sometimes you have to just look at it for what it is. I don't know how else to explain this. So again, I'm going to repeat myself. I feel like what's going on out in the world is being perpetrated and repeated through where you are, where you're working, or within your family, or within some group or club or church or something. And it's going to cause things to not be the same as they were. And it's going to create division. And so the powers that be are going to have to try to figure out how this division is going to work. And maybe it's not the things going on out in the world, politics and wars, and maybe that's not spilling over into where you work and in your family. Maybe it's just other situations that still, they're never going to be the same, and it's dividing people. So you have to see how that plays out for you, Sagittarius. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. So the first card you have is Three of Rods, and this is success. This is waiting patiently for success to come in, or letting go of something so success can come to you. Or you could be at the beginning phases of a successful business endeavor or venture. Some of you may be investing in some kind of property or something else, a company, a business. I feel that you're going to see the fruits of your labors pay off for many of you if you invest in this in this business or whatever it is you will see the fruits of your labors and rewards of this in March. And I feel that you're going to spend a lot of money, time, and energy to get this, whatever this is, up and running and going. You're going to spend a lot of time, money, and energy. But you're going to be glad that you did it again, because I do get a payoff here for you. And you're going to be shouting it out to the world that you're very triumphant. You may be really promoting this strongly. How you handle your money matters and your business over this next 6 months is going to be of paramount importance. And you may be looking into ways to diversify your accounts and diversify your money. And I feel you're going to be successful in doing this, because I feel that some of you are going to get some very strong guidance. So it could be from financial advisors or accountants or tax attorneys or tax accountants. I don't know who's telling you. And I feel like when you make money, you're going to continue to invest money, and you may do it in one fell swoop. And it could lead you and take you back to something you invested in, or your family invested in, or that you believed in, or that was strong in the past. And when I say past, I don't mean recent past. I mean in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s. I don't even mean in the 2000s. You may start setting up trust funds or IRA accounts or other things that could be legal. Like there could be, like you have to set certain things up, foundations, trust funds, anything like that that needs to be set up. There's got to be, it may be legally set up. Now, the next card you have is the Death card, which I find very funny. Sagittarius got it, and you guys are back to back, but I'm going to let you know right here, I shuffle these cards many times, and the Death card came out for you like it did for Sagittarius, and this is transformation. Something ending so something new can begin. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a sum of money that you blew in one big chunk. You may be also concerned about capital gains tax. Could be either why you do it or why you're concerned about doing it. It's like you're amping up everything that you're doing. And everything you're doing, it's going to be bigger, better, more spectacular. So I feel like you're amping up your products and services. You're amping up your knowledge, your talents, and your skills. You're amping up your investing in things, whether it's property or stocks. But I feel like you take a big bunch of money and you put it into something like kabam. It could be, a particular stock. It could be in a house. It could be in land. It could be in cryptocurrency. I don't know what it is. It could be a business also. I feel like you have to give up an old way that you were working or investing or doing things. Even though there's some aspect of going back to the past, but I feel like whatever this is that you go back to the past, it's something that either somebody in your family had been investing in or did in the past, or something that was popular among, the movers and the shakers of the world that invested large sums of money or made big purchases. It's something they did in the past. I do feel there is some element of going back to the past, especially when it comes to spending your money or investing it. But I don't feel, I feel like there's also an aspect of something you used to do that you have to give up and not do anymore. And so I'm talking about two different things here. That may be confusing, but I'm not talking about one aspect when you invest your money in something big, you're going back to either your family lineage's past or people that were power in positions of power, movers and shakers in the world back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s. But the thing that you got to get rid of that you can't do anymore is something that you've been doing in the last 4 or 5 years that now you're going to have to change things up. And I feel like it may have to do with how you handle and manage your money or pay taxes or handle taxes or handling your income in some way. So I hope this is going to make sense to you, Capricorns. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. The first card you have is Six of Rods, and this is victory after a battle. I feel that you're going to start to see that your hard work and efforts of your labors of love or work is now going to pay off for you. You may have new clientele, you may have new accounts, you may find that you have new business that comes in. You may also start showing up to work or to your company or business and start presenting things in a new or different way. You may be tapping into new ways to earn money and to also to make better use of your resources. You could also be getting involved in new practices that work out well for you. This could be diet, exercise, medical, like maybe holistic medicine, new age medicine, holistic medicine, alternative medicine, or traditional medicine, and healing modalities and practices. But like I said, it can also be diet and exercise, but they would be new modalities, new things. And you will be victorious with these things I just mentioned. I feel like being victorious is actually going to happen pretty quickly for you. I don't feel like there's a really long time of waiting for the victories, the successes to come in for you. I feel like you're going to see it pretty quickly in the month of November and probably December and January. Something you built up or worked on gets advanced, built up, works out better, is growing, is getting bigger. So anything that you worked on, it could be something in your home, something you were building on in your home, like your environment. It could be a business. It could be a garden. It could be something you're doing in the financial world. Like it's growing, it's advancing, it's getting bigger. These things come up for you. As ways that you are going to be victorious, like victory after a battle. All these things I mentioned is what's coming up for Aquarius. You're going to take some time to ponder these things. You're going to think them over. You're going to start to see the fruits of your labors, and fruits of your labors and your hard work and efforts is what I get. The next card you have with it is the Knight of Cups, and this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you. If you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that's a water sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces. I feel like you're building yourself up, you're healing yourself, you're getting yourself better, or you're building up something in your life. Pretty similar to what I just heard in the Six of Rods. And it's like, you have to have a clean slate, and you need to clear up like old karma, old stuff. Like you need to clear out clutter. You need to clear out your aura, like anybody that's still like dangling around in your aura that's causing disruption to your energy, to your mental state, to your emotional state. You need to clear these things up. Now, if you can clear them up on your own, great. If not, you may need to see Reiki healers, or, you know, healing shamans or doctors. You may also need to hire people to help you clear out if you have too much stuff and you can't manage it all yourself. You may be hiring people to help you clear things out of your physical environment as well, or, you know, calling people to haul stuff away, take things away. Some of you have a water sign person that is bringing you news and information in the middle of November, and maybe even going forward. It could last longer than that. And it could be, for some of you, it could be helpful news and information that you're going to be happy about or that you can utilize. You could have a water sign person in your life that wants you to listen to them, pay attention to them, and get on board with their ideas. I feel like you trust them about how they handle certain things in their life, and the information that they're bringing, like you feel like it's helpful, it's useful, it's trustworthy. I feel like a meeting of the minds, a camaraderie of spirit. For some of you, the Knight of Cups is you, if your rising sign or moon sign is a water sign. But for some of you, it is somebody else that you do have a good communication, camaraderie of spirit, a trust there. So for some of you, maybe you don't trust them about everything, but you have a lot of faith in them about definitely certain things. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign, last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, do you hate being last? I'm so sorry. I would hate being last, but you know, my sign's second to last, so it's not much better. So the first card you have, Pisces, is the Six of Swords, and this is moving. It could be moving your residence. It could be a new commute for work. It could be long distance travel. This card means moving from troubled shores to better shores. Some of you, Pisces, are getting yourselves on a new routine and a new schedule of some sort in November. This could be at work. This could be at school. This could even just be like, maybe you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to get up earlier and I'm going to walk. Or when I come home, instead of, you know, sitting down and watch TV, I'm going to exercise, or I'm going to go for a run or do something. Like, so it could be changing new routines and schedules for work. It could be you deciding to change your routines and schedules. You may be thinking of moving. Some of you may be analyzing where you work and where you live, and you may be trying to shorten that distance. You may be broadening your scope and horizon and starting to communicate with somebody at a distance, and you may be, you know, traveling to see them. This could be somebody that's giving you knowledge, information, education, experience. This could also be somebody you could be romantically interested in. You could be traveling to see somebody that is kind of guiding you and mentoring you. You could be the guiding one and the mentoring person. But this could also be, again, somebody that's enriching your life as a friend or romantically speaking. But whatever this is that you're doing here, it's going, whether it's changing your routines and schedules, mentoring somebody and you have to travel to a little bit of a distance to see them, or if it's moving your residence to shorten your distance for work, or if this is somebody that is like a friend that's enriching your life, or a love partner, this is better. Like, it's something that's improving your life. So the card you have with it is the Seven of Cups. This is scattered energy, scattered thinking, scattered emotions. It can also mean choose wisely from the illusions around you. You could have difficulty in making a decision or a choice about something. This could mean you have a lot on your plate. It could also indicate a dream come true for some of you. I feel like you're like analyzing a lot of things that are going on in your life, and you're trying to put them in order or get them, like get a perspective about them. Some of you are going to be delving into certain subjects that are going to enrich your life and make you wiser or improve your life. It could be about your health and wellness. It could be about something that you just want to learn more about, and you delving into the subject, whether you're getting professional training in it through like education or school or a training program, or whether you're just delving it into yourself, it's going to improve your life and enhance your life. I feel you're also going to turn away from whatever you're perceiving to be negative rhetoric. So that could be like if you were somebody that followed the news or were listening to certain things on the internet. I feel like it could be a particular like podcast you listen to or videos you watch on YouTube or somewhere else. It could be the news, like whatever you're perceiving as like dragging you down, false information, or making you feel like it's just making you feel bad and is negative, you're going to want to push away from that and turn away from it. You're not going to want to keep listening to it. So there could be certain channels, people, podcasts, whatever, that you're going to stop watching, or at least for a while. You may be coming to terms with where you stand financially in your life, and what things you can do to elevate your financial profile or your status out in the world. You may be coming to terms with it and trying to figure out what is the best, classes to take or subjects to gravitate to, and what's the best place and safest place to accelerate your financial growth, and what are the things to turn away from that are too negative and that you don't want to deal with and look at or listen to anymore, or are not serving your best interests, either mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically in the tangible sense. It's a lot to think about there, Pisces. I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you do, and subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And if you'd like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, where I get psychic predictions and messages for each sign of the zodiac on these specific topics, you can access my most recently recorded videos by clicking on any of the links down below in the show more section beneath this video. And if you're looking on your phone and you're like, where the heck are these videos? When you see the title of the video, it says more. You just click on more and you're going to see all these videos series links down below. And the most recently recorded video series is my full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, October 28th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. I highly recommend watching both your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. And if you're unsure which to get, go by whatever resonates with you the strongest on my YouTube videos. I also did another video series for the other eclipse we had in October, the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, October 14th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiacs. In both of these video series, both of the eclipse series, usually the predictions are the effects of the eclipses last 6 months. But in both of these series, some of the predictions went out an entire year, and that can be true for the eclipses. Not all eclipses, it's like, oh, it's 6 months, no more predictions, no more effects of those eclipses. Oh no, sometimes certain eclipses, the effects can last up to a year. And in both of these series, I found the predictions were going out well past the 6 month point. So you might want to check those out. A lot of people have been finding that they're resonating with these eclipse videos. So if you're not watching them, you're missing out. They may be like a private reading for you. And there's, you find out in those videos what's ending for you, what's beginning, what's the blessing, and what's the karmic lesson. That's in the 4 cards. But then I look in the crystal and I pull an oracle card and a gemstone crystal. So there's a lot going on in those eclipse videos. You might want to check those out. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread reading, those predictions go out for a year. The predictions start in August of 2023 and they go out until the end of August of 2024. There's 7 cards there. That's a lot of messages and predictions from my spirit guides. Look how much you get in 2 cards. 2 cards in 6 minutes, you get a lot of predictions. That's 7 cards. It's a lot. So a lot of people like those Horseshoe Tarot spreads. You might want to check them out. Don't forget, my psychic crystal readings for the month of November 2023. These are like a continuation and an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I do at the beginning of the month for each sign of the zodiac. Lots of info packed into those crystal readings. I'm not going to go over all the other video series links down below. Please feel free to look at them. You can get them by clicking on the links below, but you can also go to my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page. And there you're going to see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, and how long the predictions go out for. And you click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun, your moon, your rising sign, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. And if you would like to help support the readings I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below underneath all the video series links. It's connected to PayPal. I want to thank you so much to those of you who have been generous and kind and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me and it does help me a lot. So thank you so much for that. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you won't see in a video, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and my community pages for Pamela Georgel, the channel for YouTube. If you go to the community pages, I'm posting them there as well, and it's usually tarot cards, sometimes oracle cards, and rare occasions the crystal. And it's 5 paragraphs of messages and predictions. Many people find they resonate with them. They may resonate with you, so you may want to check those out as well. And I'm also on Rumble now, don't forget. My channel name is the Lucky Mermaid LLC, all one word. Or it may also show up as Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. So check either one of those, Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings or the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Rumble. Because you know what? You never know what's going to happen over here. Some alternative channels get taken down and psychic readings definitely fall under the umbrella of alternative in some ways. So you never know. don't know what's going to last, what gets removed, what gets taken down. So I'm over there on Rumble just in case. So I hope you have an absolutely outstanding month of rest of November. All the signs of the zodiac out there, and happy Thanksgiving to those of you in the U.S. I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.